everybody, so today I am back with another video, and today this is going to be a book review of The Scorch Trials by James Dashner. This is the second book in the Maze Runner trilogy series thing. A lot of people say series, and I mean, up here it says series, but it's actually a trilogy. Basically, the premise of this book, without giving too much away, is they are now in this land with these things called cranks, and they're basically like mindless zombies, and they're in this land called Scorch, and they gotta get out of it. There's not really much I can explain without ruining the whole thing and spoiling it, because I don't want to spoil it for those of you who haven't read these books, which, I mean, there's very few that haven't read them. Basically, things are going down in this book, and the Gladers are screwed again. I'm gonna actually get on with the review. So, one of the first things I would like to point out about this Scorch Trials is that it was a lot more better than the Maze Runner. For some reason, I just didn't click with the Maze Runner as much as I would have liked to. But while reading the Scorch Trials, I was definitely intrigued a lot more than when I read the Maze Runner. There was a lot more substance and sustenance there than the Maze Runner, and it had more action, which I really enjoyed. I'm not really an action-packed girl, but with certain books, I feel like there needs to be that action there, and the Scorch Trials didn't let me down with that. There was just more in it. There was more that we got to find out and got to see, kind of, than we did in the Maze Runner, which I really greatly appreciated. I'm not saying it was the best book I've ever read, but I'm not saying it was bad. It was a well-written book, and I like this premise better than the Maze Runner, as well as how it was written out. So another thing I really loved is that we were introduced to new characters, which I feel was really refreshing, because of the old characters, we just knew about them. There wasn't anything new with them, so we didn't really get to have anything refreshing until we got these new characters, Brenda and Jorge, and the other characters that we are introduced to. I don't want to spoil anything with that, but there are also more characters. Also, the character of Eris, I really love that character. I just really enjoyed how diverse it was, because I mean, Maze Runner has already been diverse. We are introduced to a Hispanic character. I think Jorge is Spanish. And then Brenda, I just loved that we got new characters and we got to know some of their backstory as well. And that was really, really refreshing for me, because I was kind of getting tired of the normal, oh, the Gladers have to do this type thing. While I love Thomas and Minho and Newt, I just wasn't feeling them as much anymore as I was previously, because I didn't have that emotional attachment to them that much, unless it was Newt. We're not going to get into that, because reading The Death Cure right now, I'm not too happy about it. Some things I didn't like about the book was it got really confusing at some points. Like, the plot had like 70 billion different plots within it, and then those just got really confusing. And like the whole thing with Teresa and everything, just what? I sat there half the time and was like, what the heck is going on? It's just, there was just so much going on half the time, and half the time it wasn't really drawn back up into conclusion until like the very end of the book. And that was something, it was kind of just thrown onto you, like, oh, I did this for this reason, or this happened for this reason, and this is happening right now for this reason. And so it kind of just put me off a bit. And then another thing, okay, so I'm a bit iffy on this. Brenda and Thomas, and Eris and Teresa. I just, no, we're not gonna go there. I didn't like that. I didn't like what happened with that. I thought that was unneeded and stupid. Brenda and Thomas is a bit more, I don't know how I feel about that either. I don't know. Eris and Teresa, no. Do not. Let's not. Don't even. Why in the world would you do that? The book also ended with a really big cliffhanger, so I'm really thankful that there is a Death Cure to like kind of wrap that all up. Yeah, overall I'd give this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I know Goodreads can only give full stars, but this was a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my favorite type of book. I've just been really let down with the series so far because everybody said that they loved it, and a lot of the ratings on Goodreads is like they gave these books 5 stars. And I'm like, are you on drugs? While I am reading The Death Cure, I don't know if I'm going to read The Kill Order because I was told that it was completely irrelevant to everything. So that's that. So if you have any opinions on this book or any of the other books or just opinions in general, leave those in the comments down below. If you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you know, I'm just gonna pull the bangity bangs here. Just click on this book right here and you can subscribe to my channel. It would be greatly appreciated. I have switched things up a bit. At 100 subscribers, I'm going to be doing this huge shout out type thing because broke college student doesn't have money yet, but I'm getting a job, so hopefully at like 150 subscribers or something I could do a book giveaway or something along those lines. Until next time, bye. About to get my review on. If I find it. Ooh! Falling off my bed here. Like, it doesn't, how do I words? I keep looking up. I have to look at the camera, not up. There is sun outside and I'm looking at it and it's just, sorry. Not that you can tell because, you know, glasses block everything. Screw this, I'm putting my hair up. Heck out of here. I have to burp. Excuse me.